and welcome to the SciFirst Movie Talk episode. So this episode I am back doing another haul, and what an absolutely amazing haul this is. I was so excited to be doing this haul because it basically encompasses all of my Christmas presents, you know. But not only that, joking aside, it's going to be quite a large one. You might want to make yourself a cuppa while you sit and watch this one. But we have got lots. We've got PlayStation 3 games, 2 games, PlayStation 1. We've got DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, a Switch game. You know, just tons, absolutely tons. But before I get started in all of this, there is going to be quite a bit, joking aside. It isn't all mine. It is actually some of the stuff that we've got for Oliver for Christmas. He's very kindly let me put it into the overall haul video because, to be fair, we share and share alike here. What I get, he can use. What he gets, I can use, and so on and so forth. So they all form part of the overall collection that we have. The games, they're mainly his, but I can put them as part of everything we've got. The DVDs and the Blu-rays, they're mainly mine. So, but I hope you enjoy nonetheless. There is quite a bit, like I said, but I don't want, again, anybody to think that I'm just trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Show off. You know, I'm very conscious this time around because there is a bit to go through, and some of it is somewhat expensive. But most of what we've got is cheapish, if you like. You know, we've got it on special offer still. We've got it on sales and things like that. So we have shopped around, but it's Christmas. That's what this was for. I probably won't be doing so much of a big haul video next time around, you know. So what I'll do, I think the first place to start, we'll do what I've done in the previous ones. We'll start with the DVDs, do the Blu-rays, we'll do the 4Ks, we'll look at some TV series, and then we'll go on to the games, that kind of thing. So yeah, so let's have a look. So first and foremost, the DVDs. What did I get? So, in fact, I'll do the TV series now because, to be quite fair, I've only got 2 of them and they're both basically the same. So I have Miracle on 34th Street. So for those of you who have seen, I reviewed this movie in the run-up to Christmas. So I did get that one myself just before Christmas. I wanted to see it. It was a review request. I enjoyed it. I loved it. So yeah, so Miracle on 34th Street. I got it on DVD. It's black and white, so there ain't too much regards to HD definition, that kind of thing. So yeah, it was a good watch. The colour version on there as well, but I watched the black and white. I like the nostalgia, so that was that. Then I got a very oddball one. So this was a present. Leslie got me this, and quite a lot of my presents were somewhat oddball. But this is probably the oddest one. I would reckon that there's not a lot of people that have heard about this one. And this one is Shriek If You Know What I Did last Friday the 13th, I believe. Let's have a look. Yep, that's it. Shriek If You Know What I Did last Friday the 13th. Couldn't get this on Blu-ray for love nor money, so it had to be DVD. Yeah, it's basically, if you know Scary Movie, it's basically came out round about the time of Scary Movie. It's pretty good, from what I remember. It might not be when I watch it again, but yeah, it's a different take on the Scary Movie kind of genre, and in some ways I didn't know. I thought it was a little bit better, but we'll see. We'll see when I watch it and do the review. But yes, a bit of an oddball one, but definitely looking forward to revisiting that one. So then, as predicted in the last one, I did end up getting How I Met Your Mother Season 8, which isn't the last season. I thought it was. So I ended up then getting How I Met Your Mother Season 9 to go with that to finish all of that off. So now I do actually have, for definite this time round, all of the How I Met Your Mothers. So I can now finich off watching them. I think I'm halfway through Season 8 now. So I will be on to Season 9 very shortly and getting to that big conclusion. And then that's that. So that's where I am with that one. Then there's the Blu-rays. So let's start with these. So Santa Claus the movie I got on Blu-ray. I wanted to see it in a bit more high def. Probably maybe shouldn't have done with the special effects, but it's an excellent Christmas film. I loved it, and I love revisiting it as well. So that one was reviewed on Crim Believe. It was a fantastic watch. So yeah, so that was bought before Christmas. As was indeed King Kong, the original King Kong. I'm looking to do a kind of a King Kong collaboration with like the 5-ish films from the mainstream King Kong ones, not including the Godzilla King Kongs. But yeah, so I've got the very first one from 1940 odd. I'm going to get Son of Kong, which I think is next, and then the two ones from the 1980s, 1970s, I think. Get those as well, so the remakes on that. But that was where I started off with. That it was a bit of money, but I wanted it on Blu-ray this time around because I wanted to see the old granddaddy of them all on the big screen. So that's King Kong. Then I have The Watch. It was just a cheap pickup on eBay, I think. So looking forward to that. I don't mind. He was in the It crowd. What was his name? Richard Iredale. Yeah, Iredale. Yeah, he was in the It crowd. So I like the It crowd. So I'm looking forward to his kind of comedy. See if it kind of works out well on the big screen. Italian Job. Never seen it. I played the game. Loved the game, as many of you will know. But I've never seen the Italian Job. Not the classic one. So that had to be done. Had to be done. So there you go. Then another cheap pickup was this one. We never got around to watching it this Christmas, unfortunately. We generally stop watching Christmas films after Christmas Day. So we don't tend to watch them now until next November-ish time. But yeah, All I Want for Christmas, a Mariah Carey one, which would have gone down well. Leslie did an unboxing of a Mariah Carey pop. But it was only £1, so she picked it up for me, and we'll see about watching it. We'll see where it goes, and it looks fun. We'll give it a blast. Then I have Our Kind of Traitor, which again was another cheap pickup. So I'm not sure too much about it, but I've got to keep getting these bargains when I can. So that's that one. Leslie then got me The Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich. So bless her. I asked for The Puppet Master. She got me this one. But I'm excited nonetheless. I haven't seen many of the Puppet Masters at all. I just wanted, obviously, to collect them in order of sequence. But this one looks like it's going to be gory fun, so I'm happy with that. But bless her, yeah. So The Littlest Reich. I think this might be the newest one, but I've got to double check on that one. Another bargain pick me up was Rendition. Don't know much about it, but again, got to keep buying these bargains. So Rendition. Another one, The Giver. Yep, not sure, but we'll give it a blast. It's got a few famous people in there, Meryl Streep, Jeff Bridges and things. So yeah, give it a blast. Where we got? So and then we've got Renee Zellweger in New in Town. So again, another sort of bargain pick me up. So there's a good selection there. And then for Christmas, I got Spies in Disguise. So definitely looking forward to that. It's now a Disney. It came out the same time as Onward, I believe. I think it did. And obviously, when things like that happen, it's always the secondary studio that loses out. But I've heard this is pretty good. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it. And now, obviously, the Disney takeovers happened of 20th Century. It belongs to them, so it's now on Disney+. But anyway, so that's that. I then got the classic David Cronenberg, The Fly. Haven't seen this in absolutely ages, but it was a request from me to Leslie to get me this, so definitely looking forward to revisiting that. And its sequel, which I'll have to pick up at some point now I've got this one. So then the next, I have two classic kind of fantasy films. 80s, is it maybe? Maybe. Anyway, Willow. Again, not seen this in ages, but so I thought this year was the year, or at least this year at Christmas was the year to start revisiting some of those classics that I haven't seen in a long, long time. So Willow, absolutely looking forward to that. And in that one, very similar in a way, The Princess Bride. So again, I'm definitely looking forward to that. So again, quite a few pickups there. So that is all the Blu-rays that I got in that sense, and the DVDs. So I also got some 4Ks, which I've recently started. I'm going off camera, I think. I'll just get them ready. Right. So I recently started collecting 4Ks. I do have a general rule that if I can get it in 3D Blu-ray, I would prefer that. But certainly some films I do request in 4K because I would like to see them in all of their, all the HD glory that I can possibly get at while I'm watching them. So Leslie actually got me Disney's Mulan. So this is the remake. I know people haven't said too many good words about it. But you know me by now, if you've been watching this channel for a while. If you don't know me by now, what you'll know is I very rarely don't like a film. So I am looking forward to this nonetheless from the trailers. And so, yeah, it had to be in 4K. I have to give it a blast in that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Then I got John Wick 3. I haven't seen this one yet. I've seen the other two, so I am so excited to kind of finish. Well, I'd say finish the trilogy off. I think they're doing a fourth. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Then I got one of the very few hits of 2020. 2020 seems to have been a year that quite a lot of the films, they just have been panned. I think, you know, there just hasn't been that there's been too much expectation, I think, for some of these films, and they just haven't been that good. And I think this one kind of came out just as the UK, at least, was going into quarantine. So, The Invisible Man, that is supposed to be excellent. So I am definitely looking forward to watching that. I've heard it's a bit of a darker twist on the tale. So, yeah, it definitely intrigues me to see where we go with that one. So watch out for that soon. Apologies, I'm drying up. So then we have another movie released in 2020, Tenet, on Blu-ray, Blu-ray 4K, if you like. So again, I know this one it's received mixed reviews, but I've also heard a lot of people love it. I love a good Paul Nolan film, so I am definitely intrigued to see this. I've been looking forward to it ever since the trailers were released. Just never got a chance to see it at the cinema, unfortunately. But yes, definitely looking forward to picking this up and watching this on my big screen. Then a bit of an odd one, I think, for most, but I do love the franchise, and which is Jigsaw. I'm currently kind of preparing to do all of the Jigsaw films from start to finish. So Leslie was very kind enough to get me this for Christmas. So definitely looking forward to kind of finishing off the series, ready for the new year. So that'll be quite interesting. Pretty decent take on it, I think. Kind of pretty decent reboot. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Spiral has to offer, which is the next one in line. Then, just as we kind of finish off kind of the movie side of things here, I've finished with the a la creme de la creme. So this was my main present, if you like. I asked, basically, every year, when anybody asks, what do I want for Christmas? It's just DVDs, it's Blu-rays, it's films, that's it. Nobody ever gets me anything else, and I'm more than happy with that. So this year, basically, to get me what I wanted, sort of all the in-laws, the brothers and sisters and all of that, they all clubbed together to get me this set. So it isn't a box set as such, because I have some of the other films in the formats that I want them in. But I only have these films, these particular 6 films, on DVD. I really wanted them in 4K. So what I actually have is and if I can do it properly, the very first 6 episodes, if you like, in the Star Wars franchise. So this would be from The Phantom Menace through to Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. So they're the prequel trilogy, all in 4K. I am absolutely mouth-watering at the opportunity to be able to watch all of them in 4K. And then we've got Star Wars A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back. Now that has just recently been on cinema as a re-release, if you like, in a 4K restoration, and I have heard it is absolutely stunning. So I am, can't wait. And then I also have The Return of the Jedi. So that is the first 6 films in the Star Wars franchise, all in 4K. So that was my main present, because obviously they're not. I was never going to get them outside of Christmas, to be fair. Not all in one go. But I do have the sequel 3 on Blu-ray, which is a little bit of a step down, but they're on 3D. And of course, I also have Rogue One and Solo in 3D as well. So that kind of trumps 4K for me for now, because otherwise I can't get the 3D. But yeah, so that's the films. I mean, that's some very good watching there. I am eager and keen to get started with some of that, but yeah, it'll take me a while to get through it. So then we got a few games. Oliver wanted a few different games, but we also tried to find him some stuff, just to kind of fill up the stockings, if you like. So quite a lot of this, it wasn't that expensive, but we did try to kind of fill make it look more than it was, if you like. So PlayStation 1, we got think I'm missing one. No, not missing one. It just fell down the bed. So we got Kotobuki Grand Prix on PlayStation 1. It looks fun. At least we can play it together and have some great races together, which is good. And in that, we also got something that we found, Lego Racers. I've never even heard of that one before. But we're keen on the Legos, so we thought we'd give this one a blast with him. So, looks pretty decent. So that's that. Then PlayStation 2, we just got some odds and sods. So we got Army Men, Air Attack, Blade's Revenge, Drone Racers, Seek and Destroy. I mean, he likes all these kind of like army games where we kind of have to play together to kind of conquer things and things like that. So these are all fantastic. Stock Car Crash. He loves exploding things and bashing things. So hey, why not? So Stock Car Crash. And then we found Lego Racers 2. So why not? We had to give it a go. So Lego Racers 2. And then why not Penny Racers? It looks great. Playing with little digicars and stuff. So yeah, I love Micro Machines. So I thought it was kind of similar on that basis. So yeah, Penny Racers. So they were all for the PlayStation 2. For the PlayStation 3, we got a couple of things. We got Pirates of the Caribbean Lego. The video game, which again we thought would be great fun. We're carrying on the Lego series and stuff that we've been doing, so that was fantastic. Then we got Mod Nation Racers. It looks a blast, so it looks like we're going to have great fun with that one. And another blast, Disney Universe. I'd never heard of this one before until we started looking for kind of like the oddball ones to do. Requires, yeah, it's a 4-player thing, so all three of us can play in the house and have some great fun. So it looks epic, so we'll give that a blast. So that's that. And then we got... I'm losing it all. And then we got, for the PlayStation 4, a game called Human Fall Flat. So I know there's a game called Fall Guys. I think this is similar. So we got it, give it a blast, but Human Fall Flat. Then we got a game called Moving Out, which we have played a little bit of. There's also one called, there's a decorating game. I can't remember what it's called. No, I can't remember what it's called. But it's very similar to that, where you've got to kind of throw everything out of a house and get it shipped onto a lorry and stuff. So kind of like a puzzle game, co-op game. They are quite fun. A bit like the cooking game as well. Oh, not Cooking Mama. Overcooked. A little bit like Overcooked. It's that kind of similar gameplay. Then we've got a game called Reese. Not heard of this one, but I think Oliver and Leslie had seen an advert for it, so they got that one to give it a blast. Minecraft Dungeons. He loves Minecraft, so why not? It looks spectacular, so we thought we'd get this one for him as well and see where that one goes. Then one of my personal favourites, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. This looks amazing from what I've seen online, so I'm definitely looking forward to taking this one for a spin. I really am. Then carrying on the Legos, we've got Lego Jurassic World. So it looks fantastic. I think it's got 4 films worth of gaming in there. So again, looking forward to being able to play some of those classic Jurassic Park moments. And to finish off the PlayStation 4s, we have the entire collection of... It's backwards. We have the entire collection of Lego Harry Potters from all the years, 1 through 7. So this will be an epic game to play. But yes, hopefully great fun. And finally, and I say that, and my voice is going, but finally we've reached the end, and the last one is a Switch game. We don't really have that many Switch games. We've only really recently started to get the Switch back out. Something called Head Snatchers. Again, a family game. It looks like you play as a team or against each other. So we like kind of games like that where all three of us can get together and have a good fun. So that is it, guys. That is it. But yeah, it's fantastic. What a haul. The biggest one so far, but please don't expect them to be like this all the time. I think January, I'm probably going to end up buying 2 things. Yeah, I think January you kind of rest. It's the resting month, isn't it, after December? But I'd just like to thank everybody for joining me. If you have, please leave a like. Please do hit that. If you've liked the episode, please leave a like. Please do hit that subscribe button for more movie reviews, trailer reactions, and other movie-related content. We have absolutely loved having you here at SciFirst Movie Talk, and thank you for sitting with me while I whittle on about everything I've got. I hope to do lots of reviews and gameplay videos with it as well, so hopefully you guys can enjoy what I've got too. You know, that's the idea. So yes, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you again at SciFirst Movie Talk. Thank you very much, and goodbye.